One of the reasons why a plastic care product or plastic sealant doesn't work as we or the manufacturer expect is due to poor or missing preparation. That's why in this video we're going to take a closer look at this very topic. How do I ideally prepare exterior plastic for a new care treatment or sealant? And for that, let's first take a look at what we need. What I'm about to show you, I call the 2 pH method. Plastic cleaning system, and that's why we need two different cleaners, one with an alkaline and one with an acidic pH value. Fortunately, Labo Cosmetica has such cleaners in their range, so that's what we'll be using now. For exterior plastics, we'll be using Libera and Renova. These are new products that, among other things, are specifically made and intended for porous surfaces. And well, what is plastic? It's a porous surface. Inside the car, we have to be a bit more careful, because there we sometimes deal with slightly different plastics, which may even have a kind of finishing coat on them, a so-called top coat. We don't really want to damage that too much, which is why for the interior we use ductile and glyco. So again, an alkaline and an acidic product, but basically serving the same purpose. Then we also need mixing bottles. Here at Labo Cosmetica, they are conveniently already labeled. We need microfiber cloths, we need a so-called scrub pad, and we need magic sponges. And finally, we also need a good, reliable degreaser, and for that, I've grabbed the Labo Cosmetica Veritas. And with that, we're all set and can start with the application. Because the products from Labo Cosmetica are concentrates and different dilution recommendations are given, and since this whole system is already complicated enough, we're going to make it very simple now for this system, for the 2 pH plastic cleaning system. You can use all the products I mentioned, Libera, Renova, Glico, and Ductile, for this purpose at a 1:10 ratio and dilute them 1:10. That's how I've prepared the 2 spray bottles here as well. If you're dealing with really heavily soiled plastics, you can go up to a 1:5 ratio. That would still work well, but now we have the dilution ratios we need for this plastic. So now let's take a look at the application. Step 1, of course, is to wash the car. After that, we can start the first step with Labo Cosmetica Libera and a scrub pad. Here, I'm using a scrub pad from Labo Cosmetica. But of course, you can use any other one you like. The nice thing is that the scrub pad combined with the cleaner brings together chemistry and mechanics, keyword, Sinner's circle. If you're not familiar with that yet, feel free to check out the video about it here on this channel. First, we spray the Libera generously and over a large area, and ideally we give it a few minutes to work. To keep this video from getting too long, I've started right here with the cleaning using the scrub pad. As you can see, the individual cleaners I'm using here also run down the bodywork. That means, ideally, you should do all of this at a self-service car wash, because then you can quickly rinse off the car again after cleaning the plastic, maybe even wash over the areas where the cleaners have run down. But the great thing about the cleaners from Labo Cosmetica is that they still clean really well. And here we can see quite a bit has come off, so you're still on the safe side with them. Once we've finished step 1 with the Libera cleaning solution and the scrub pad, we carefully wipe off the remaining residue with a clean microfiber cloth. Then we slowly and deliberately get ready for step 2. It's not super important that every last bit of cleaner is removed here, because we're about to go over it directly with an additional second cleaner. And this additional second cleaner is the Labo Cosmetica Renova. Again here, we've prepared it with the spray bottle. Now we'll spray it on generously again, making sure to cover the entire surface thoroughly. And again, ideally, we give it a few minutes to work its magic so it can really penetrate the plastic to a certain extent and loosen any dirt or grime. Then, for the second step in this process, we grab a magic sponge, which is specially designed for cleaning delicate surfaces like this. They're also called melamine sponges or dirt erasers. There are a lot of different names for them. For the same purpose, these are melamine sponges. I'll spray it again with the Renova and then start cleaning the same surface again with the magic sponge and the Renova. Alternatively, as a slight variation in the second step, you could use the scrub pad again, this time with the second still unused side, and work the Renova in with the scrub pad first. Personally, I skip that step and go straight to an additional stronger mechanical step, which is using this magic sponge or melamine sponge going over the surface with it. But as you can see, a bit of dirt, discoloration, and old dead plastic has come off with the magic sponge. But we'll see in a moment that the final step is actually crucial to really remove the last residues. Once we're done with that, we use the microfiber cloth again to wipe off the remaining residue. Again, it's not absolutely essential to remove every last bit of residue here, because now we're going to use the degreaser, the Labo Cosmetica Veritas. Here on the exterior part of the plastic, I would also recommend that you use the PUR, and you can already see how it behaves. It really spreads completely and evenly over the entire surface. So this is no longer a cleaner. This is now truly a degreaser. And now I'm taking the magic sponge from earlier again, using the fresh, unused side. And now we're going to clean over it once more. As mentioned before, if you did the step with the Renova earlier using the scrub pad, you can now switch to the magic sponge at this point. But even here, it's important that we use the magic sponge, because you'll see in a moment that even though we've done this two-step cleaning process, using the magic sponge and the degreaser now has removed a bit more that just wouldn't come off before. And whatever is left after we've wiped over it again with the microfiber cloth, whatever remains after that can be left as is. We've used the degreaser to remove all the remaining cleaner residues, and whatever is left behind by the degreaser will evaporate on its own. And with that, we've finished this process. As I said, just give the car a quick wash again, and then we're done. As you may have noticed, or at least will notice, I made two different videos. One for this process in the interior and one for this process on the exterior. The two most important differences, I'll repeat them briefly, are that for the exterior, we use slightly more aggressive cleaners than for the interior. And for the exterior, we almost always use a magic sponge again, while for the interior, only if it's really necessary. And that is and was the 2 pH plastic cleaning process. At first, it all sounded complicated because we have two different cleaners here. You need to understand a bit about why you use them. You have different tools. Nevertheless, as you saw, the application is relatively simple and self-explanatory. The main point is that we want to clean the plastic thoroughly, deep into the pores, and remove everything that's on it as much as possible. One more important thing and a crucial note: if we have ceramic coatings already applied to such plastic, realistically, it's not possible to get this ceramic out of the plastic again. Plastic is a porous material, which means the ceramic will also penetrate the plastic to a certain extent, and once it's deep inside, we can't get it out anymore, not even with a cleaning step like this one. The goal here is to at least prepare the surface of the plastic so that a newly applied care sealant or ceramic coating can ideally adhere and function properly again. And another important note, I want to emphasize this again: magic sponges are abrasive. They are the equivalent of very fine sandpaper. On exterior surfaces, it's a bit less critical than on interior surfaces. There, we really have to be careful that if the plastics have a top coat, we don't damage or even remove it. On exterior surfaces, since we usually apply relatively resilient new sealants anyway, it's not quite as critical. And as you saw, a magic sponge combined with a degreaser can remove a bit more than the cleaners alone. But you have to be aware that this is an abrasive tool, so be careful when working around the paint, otherwise you might have to polish it again. That was the 2 pH plastic cleaning system using products from Labo Cosmetica. If you found the video helpful, informative, exciting, or interesting, feel free to give us a thumbs up. Support the channel with a free subscription and check out the next video as well. Take care.